All right, I'm going to begin. Good morning. I'm really excited about this session. I'll explain why in a minute. Before we begin, for everyone who's new, please help everyone know who everyone else is by changing your name exactly like mine is. Hover over your image. You'll see a little box with 3 dots. Click on those dots, rename to first name dash company. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to begin. Okay. So I'm very excited about this session. This is kind of something unique and different for us. And it kind of caps off a whole week of things that we've been doing here. What is this all about? I'm going to briefly talk about what HealthIL is, and then briefly talk about what the session is. And then we have a number of very interesting organizations who are going to present themselves briefly. And then we have this fun B2B networking for everyone. What is HealthIL? I'm sure a lot of you have heard me or someone else on my team mention this multiple times, but I'm going to say it again as well. Oh, sorry. So HealthIL is a national program where our entire focus is on fostering innovation in healthcare, but through a challenge-centric and holistic approach. What this means is that we are not a traditional accelerator. We do not, we don't have pitch nights, we don't have mentoring, none of those things. We actually work with the healthcare stakeholders first on a formal process of identifying and assessing and prioritizing their needs and challenges, and then understanding how they work and how they operate. And at the end of this process, we help them find the most relevant solution. And the solution is the technology, whether it be a startup or not a startup. So that's the first important thing. The second important thing is that we really try to work holistically. We work with everyone. Because we're a national program, we work with governmental friends like the Ministry of Health, the Innovation Authority. We work with all the healthcare stakeholders, which is the HMOs, the hospitals and the clinics, but also all the corporate stakeholders who have a presence here in Israel. We work with investors, we work with accelerators, we work with all the startups. We sit in between everyone and on purpose. The third aspect that's relevant about this is that we really rely on this objectivity and this neutrality. We bring this to everything we do, which allows us to really work holistically and kind of push the ecosystem forward. We do a bunch of things over the course of the year. Again, it's not, a defined acceleration program, so we have things happening constantly, all throughout. You'll hear from us. You can join into what we do. We have newsletters announcing everything all the time. This is through who we are. I'm sure many of you have been in touch with one of us at some point or another, and we're here to help. So you can feel free to email myself or anybody else on my team accordingly. So what are we doing today? This entire week has been unique for us because obviously of, physical constraints, but we didn't want to have another webinar. Me giving a lecture is, kind of boring as much as I'm sure you all want to hear me give a monologue for 30 minutes. Instead, we wanted to create sessions that are interactive and collaborative and allow everyone to network in order to foster any type of potential collaboration in the future. So over the course of the week, we've had a number of events. There's actually a couple remaining at the end, here at the end, later today and this evening. But today is a very special session. What we realized is that within our ecosystem, there are a number of organizations who work tirelessly to kind of help Israeli innovation and technology go global and leave Israel. Some of these organizations are Israeli, some are not. Some are governmental, many are not. But what we wanted to do that's unique is to highlight these organizations because they're an active part of the ecosystem. And that's what the session is about. You're going to hear from these organizations themselves. And then after that, there'll be a chance to meet every single one of them. Each organization is different. And really, people are joining us right now from all across the globe, literally. And I highly recommend you stick around and meet them face-to-face in the breakout rooms. So without further ado, we're going to begin the presentation process. I'm going to stop my screen. And we're going to begin. Nana?
Anna?
Noah?
No.
So first, we'd like to invite up Noah from the Israeli Foreign Trade Administration.
בוקר טוב, תודה רבה יואב ושלום לכולם. שמי נועה היינימן ואני ממינהל סחר חוץ במשרד הכלכלה והתעשייה, להציג לכם קצת את הפעילות שלנו. היום אני מנהלת את אזור אסיה פסיפיק ואחראית על תחום הבריאות הדיגיטלית, ולפני כן הייתי הנספחת הכלכלית בדרום סין, אחראית על גואנג'ו ועל שנג'ן וכל האזור. אז מה בעצם אנחנו עושים ומה חשוב לנו? יש לי 3 דקות, אז אני אדבר מאוד בקצרה. בעצם מה שחשוב לי זה שהחברות הישראליות ידעו שיש להם מערך של בעצם 42 סוג של מנהלי פיתוח עסקי, אני אומרת סוג כי זה לא בדיוק אותו דבר, שהם יכולים להיעזר בהם. השירות הזה ניתן להם בלי תשלום, כל מה שהם צריכים זה לפנות, להתייעץ, לדעת כמובן קצת למה הם מכוונים, איך זה עובד. אנחנו בעצם, יש לנו גם מערכת פניות שאתם יכולים לפנות דרכה, אני אצרף עוד מעט את כל הלינקים הרלוונטיים בצ'אט, וגם אתם יכולים ומוזמנים להירשם לפעילות שאנחנו מקיימים. את הפעילות אנחנו מפרסמים, אנחנו עובדים הרבה עם מכוני ייצוא ועם גופים אחרים, אנחנו מפרסמים אותם בניוזלטר שלנו, זה גם יופיע, הלינק לניוזלטר גם יופיע איפה שאני אפרסם. אתם יכולים לקבל מידע על מה שקורה שם, אתם יכולים להיעזר בנספחים לטובת קשרים שונים, מפיצים. אנחנו מאוד גאים בעובדה שאנחנו כל הזמן מודדים ובודקים את הפעילות שלנו, והיו לנו המון סיפורי הצלחה, עובדות איתנו הרבה מאוד חברות לאורך השנים, ולצערנו לא מספיק מכירים, אז אני באמת מזמינה אתכם לפנות ולהתנסות. הגיע לכם גם את המייל הפרטי שלי ומוזמנים להתייעץ, לשאול, לברר מה שלא ברור מתוך כל זה. כן חשוב לציין שבמינהל סחר חוץ, אתם רואים את הפריסה בעצם של הנספחויות שלנו, לאחרונה פתחנו גם נספחות בפיליפינים, חשוב לי לציין שיש גם את מערך הנספחים הכלכליים, אבל יש לנו גם פה בארץ 2 מחלקות נוספות שאתם מוזמנים להיעזר בהן. אחת זאת המחלקה שאחראית על הסכמים בינלאומיים ומדיניות סחר, היא מסייעת הרבה לחברות בכל מיני חסמי סחר שהרבה פעמים עולים. חשוב שתדעו שאנחנו קיימים, שאפשר לפנות, להציף. אם אתם מזהים שיש יתרון מובנה לחברות מתחרות בשוק, אז לפעמים אנחנו לא מכירים את זה מספיק, וכדאי שתדעו שיש לנו כל מיני פלטפורמות שדרכם אנחנו עובדים מולם, ויכולים לנסות ולייצר פתרונות לדברים האלה. אז גם פה אנחנו מזמינים אתכם לפנות אלינו. והכלי הנוסף שיש לנו זה בעצם מערך כלי סיוע לתעשייה. גם לזה אני אשלח לינק. יש לנו 2 תוכניות קיימות, תוכנית שלב ותוכנית כסף חכם. אחת מתאימה ליצואנים מתחילים, והשנייה מתאימה ליצואנים קצת יותר מתקדמים. כאמור, אתם מוזמנים לפנות ולהיעזר. כרגע אין קול קורא פתוח, אבל כדאי לעקוב, להכיר את התוכניות, ומהרגע שיהיה קול קורא פתוח, אז כאמור מוזמנים לפנות. זהו, אני אהיה אחר כך בחדר, פה הצגתי בעברית, אבל שם כמובן אפשר לדבר גם באנגלית. You're welcome to approach me. Thank you.
Noah, thank you so much. I now want to invite up next Mannheim.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jennifer. I'm the representative of Next Mannheim in Israel. And Next Mannheim is a unique ecosystem that is fostering innovation. And we understand that international startups sometimes have difficulties in penetrating the German market. And therefore, we built up a very special program that is targeted to the needs of each startup, and it is building the connection right from the beginning. And one of our key areas of focus is the MedTech area. And Katharina will tell you now more about the MedTech community in Mannheim and what we can do for you.
Thank you, Jennifer. So yeah, welcome everybody. My name is Katharina from Next Mannheim. I'm in charge of our startup centers, CubeX41 and CubeX1. So why should you enter the European market starting from Mannheim? Mannheim is located in one of the strongest economic areas in Germany, meaning a high density of clinics as well as research organizations and industry. So clinics in Mannheim alone offers more than 2,600 beds, being a good ground for clinical research and studies, for example. Mannheim has a strong focus on medical technology. That means there's high support of startups and companies operating in this field, not only regarding network, but also infrastructure. So there are 2 startup centers, publicly subsidized, one of them being located on campus of a maximum care hospital. But also regarding the network, there's support in every step your company might take. I want to highlight the Life Science Accelerator program, 12-month program of answering questions, regulatory affairs, connections to insurance companies, and it is free of charge. And also our Next Mannheim onboarding program, also being free of charge, helping you with every bureaucratic topic like residency permits, market research, industry contacts. So I would be very happy to talk to you if you're interested. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What perfect timing. Fantastic. I'd like to invite up Avi.
I apologize. Good morning. First of all, thank you very much, Yoav, Yael, the whole team. Very briefly, I work for the Maryland Israel Development Center, the MIDC, a public-private partnership between the Jewish community of Baltimore and the state of Maryland. In short, we're a not-for-profit, which we help facilitate introductions to Israeli companies to Maryland-based organizations. One of the great things about Maryland is it has a huge Israeli population, very successful, very well connected. Along with that, we also have, of course, FDA, NIH, CMS, Health Human Services, Johns Hopkins, etc. So among the things that we do, we work on an ongoing rolling basis. Companies that are interested in opening offices locally, hiring staff locally, or simply want access to some of these different organizations that are close to being market ready, work in a rolling process. We also have an annual program that hopefully will be restarted after Corona called Market Reach America, which is a subsidized opportunity to learn Lean Startup. It's a 3-month program, of which 2 weeks is in Maryland. Most of it's learning and working from here to optimize your opportunities to be able to reach out to the right connections, right organizations, of course, with help, assistance, etc. And we do that for companies that are typically digital health, or telemedicine, or healthcare IT, depending on the year. Among the biggest advantages from my perspective of Maryland, that while I'm here, my only role is to work with the Israeli companies. And I have a team of 4 people who live and work in Maryland every day. And they're very well connected throughout the state, including hospitals, universities, private organizations, and governmental organizations. And their job there is to identify the right connection to make that connection for you. Of course, state does offer incentives, benefits, etc. for a private conversation, not even with me, with our state representatives, for those who are interested in learning more. And the MIDC is also proud to sponsor my perspective, an excellent webinar this evening, which I'm actually moderating. I'll put the link into the chat as well. It's literally hosting 4 senior level executives from hospitals in the US to help understand what you should know for penetrating the US market, including Jonathan Ringo, former CEO of Sinai Hospital in Baltimore. Look forward to seeing you in the private room.
Thank you, Avi. Good timing as well. I would like to invite up now Rotem.
And I'm on mute, sorry for that. Thank you all for this opportunity. And my name is Rotem. I'm from the Federation of Israeli Chamber of Commerce. Very quickly, I would like to present us and our activity. So the Federation of Israeli Chamber of Commerce is the biggest and oldest business organization in Israel. It was founded actually in 1919, so before the establishment of the State of Israel. We serve as an umbrella organization for 6 regional chambers of commerce, which are Tel Aviv Chamber of Commerce, Jerusalem, Haifa, Nazareth, Beersheba, and Eilat. We are a public, independent, and a non-profitable entity. We have over 5,000 member businesses and organizations, which are divided into about 100 subsectors, divisions, which include importers, exporters, retailers, wholesalers, etc. Basically, the main core of the chamber is to promote the business sector and represent our members' interests to various official entities. So nowadays, Corona times, we are fighting for the opening of businesses in Israel. So this is just an example. Within the services that we have different divisions. We have the business information center. We also have a legal department, and we have the international trade relation division, which I'm a part of. We are divided geographically here. And we serve as a one-stop shop for businesses, and we are trying to promote the international trade, both, as mentioned, export and import. We are a part of the global International Chambers of Commerce organization, the ICC, yeah, basically our services are given to members of the chambers. So if anyone is interested, I'll be glad to forward your contact details to our marketing team, which will get back to you. And I will also be available later on at the room session. So please feel free to contact me. Thank you.
Thank you, Rotem. Always a pleasure to see you. Anna, would like to talk to you now, please.
Okay. Thank you, Yoav, and hi, everyone. Nice to meet you all today and be with you. So my name is Anna Jarva. I'm an entrepreneur and the CEO of Israeli-Ukrainian Alliance. So I have been lived in Israel for 20 years, but originally I'm from Ukraine. Maybe it can explain why Israel-Ukrainian Alliance was founded 4 years ago. So our main activity, we have 2 offices, okay, in Israel, in Tel Aviv and in Kiev, and we lead activities in private and public sectors. We have a strategic partner in Ukraine. It's private equity fund, Quattro Group, who shares with us the vision of developing a community of a strong community of business leaders and enhancing social, business and investment relations between 2 countries. And there is a lot of work to do. I have a slide like for all ecosystem of healthcare in Ukraine. We have our platform provide services in different spheres, but I want to focus specifically on healthcare and on opening opportunities, okay, for Israeli businesses today in Ukraine and in the Ukrainian market. So in Ukraine happened two like one in the world Corona, and the second it's a medical reform which has started at 18, and for now it's still in process of implementation. So the e-health, the government, the goal of the government to centralize all the information, all the data at one place, and Corona, these 2 reasons why today in Ukraine telemedicine increased enormously, like doubled revenues. Also in Ukraine, there is a division between private medicine and public.
Anna, please,
medicine.
last sentence.
And private medicine today also. Sorry, the last sentence.
Just last sentence, please.
Okay, last sentence. Okay. So we have a lot of opportunities in medical researches in technical solutions and market access, you're welcome to join, and I will explain in the chat room in details.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Ariel?
Hi, everyone. So first of all, thank you so much, Yoav and HealthIL, for having us today. I'm Ariel from the Israeli Chamber of Commerce in China. We've been acting since 2008 and also working with Israeli commercial departments, and we're active in promoting Israeli companies in China. Recently, we've been also putting big focus on healthcare, since there's a lot of demand for Israeli innovation from the Chinese side, and there's a lot for Israel to offer. Recently, I think it's important, before approaching this complicated and interesting market of China, to understand who are the organizations that can help you. So first, as Noah here mentioned in before, so definitely the Israeli commercial departments all over China, and both us, we work also together with them. I think it's important, few really quick updates about China these days. So China is implementing probably the biggest health reform that some might say the world has ever seen. It's called Healthy China 2030. With big focus on four main core principles, which is health priorities. So they focus more on prevention and early detection, and rather than treatments. Of course, also treatments. Lot of budget spent on innovation and digital health, around $16 trillion. 16 trillion yuan. That's what they said. And there's lot of interesting opportunities in this field in China. These days also, I think there's few interesting updates in the regulations. There are fast track regulations. There are pilot zones for really fast regulation tracks in China. And this is, I think we can discuss together with Esti Alon from the Israeli Economic Attaché in Beijing. And today, ISCHEM assistance in different various ways of connecting with major players from the China ecosystem, whether it's bigger hospitals and different activities in these fields. And I would be happy to elaborate more in the private chat room.
Ariel, thank you so much. Great timing. And now I want to invite up Amir.
Hi, everyone, and thank you, Yoav. So my name is Amir Gilboa. I am the Chief Digital Officer at Healthcare Israel. Healthcare Israel is established by the Minister of Health in aim to promote health services. We work under government-to-government agreement around the world. We work with the countries, with the development bank, like the World Bank, the IDB, Inter-America Development Bank, and others. We have many projects in many countries like China, Europe, and South America. We believe that the technology is not a standalone. We believe that to build a successful project, we have the whole package. So we have collaboration here in Israel with the HMO, with the hospitals and the government to bring a better process and a better education to our clients. So we put all this stuff together and make a successful project for our customers. I invite you to get more information and more data. You can ask me everything you want in the private room. Thank you very much.
Amir, wonderful timing. Thank you so much. I want to invite up Adam.
Everybody, hope everybody is doing well. Before I start, thanks for being part of this joint effort in the world to heal humanity. I'm the co-founder of a company called My Innovation, and we're the official representative of an entity called the Florida Israel Business Accelerator here in Israel. I won't kind of repeat what's already written, but I think as a general concept, what we provide in the FIBA program is go to market within Florida, right? Everything that has to do with Florida, we can help you with, whether it's raising money, whether it's getting new clients. We also believe that A-player founders don't pay for stuff in advance, but also would like having people with them with skin in the game. So the model is very much aligned with that. We do a success fee. We do activities with the Israeli ecosystem all the time. We have something in agriculture. Next up, we'll have something in medical tech for sure in the coming months. Basically, it's an organization founded by good people who like Israel, who like Israeli innovation. It's a non-profit. We're not here to become ultra wealthy or anything like that, but really streamline the process of going into Florida and then expanding from there to the United States. What's interesting for FIBA on that aspect is also creating jobs, opening offices in Tampa, Florida. There's really nice weather, very similar to Israel. So if anybody has any questions, they can add me on LinkedIn or they can join the meeting room later today. Very friendly environment. Most people understand Hebrew on that side of the other side of the globe as well. So if you want to find a friendly face in your next stop in the United States, I think we're a good opportunity for you. And thanks for the time. I even finished early so we can discuss how's the weather.
Adam, thank you so much. That was perfect. Karine, we would like to invite you up.
Hello, everyone.
Karine?
Yes, I'm with you. Sorry. Thanks, Yoav. So I will talk about China, but about kind of new opportunity and very specific one. Ariel from Eastern just mentioned the fast track regulation possibilities in China. I will talk more deeply about it. The accelerated regulatory path to China's healthcare system launched by the China government for international medical devices and pharmaceuticals. Just a short introduction about myself. My name is Karine Ravil. I'm working at CimiComp, a consulting firm focusing Israeli life science innovation, of course, to access China's commercial ecosystem. CimiComp appointed by the Hainan local government to lead the strategic cooperation between Israel and the international medical zone. So there has been policy changes allowing to provide medical treatment based on FDA or CE approval in Hainan, starting in Hainan and later leverage it to all of China. The international medical zone in Hainan was established following the growing demand for global high quality medical services in China. The purpose is expediting and entering of the international innovative medical devices and pharmaceuticals to use in China. And the big important thing about it, it will be in a shorter time than the standard NMPA regulatory process. So how does the Hainan real world study path work? It's conducting, as a part of the real world study, a comparison of the clinical data collected in China to the clinical data from the FDA or CE approval. It's suits for class 2 or 3 medical devices or pharma companies already gained FDA or CE, as I mentioned, with sales in the US and Europe. We are working with a Chinese partner that appointed by the China's Ministry of Health. And they called AMTTC. They are stayed in Hainan. They already have work experience with Israel. And they will initiate the commercial activity in China. I will be happy to talk more about it in the B2B. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Perfect timing. Uri?
Hello, everybody. Thanks, Yoav, for the opportunity. My name is Uri Atir, and I'm the representative in Israel for an organization called Global STL, where STL stands for St. Louis, Missouri, United States. And our objective is to identify, promote, and support, so it's not just introductions, strategic partnerships between high-tech, mostly startup Israeli companies, and mostly in digital health, and the ecosystem in St. Louis. What makes us a little bit more unique than other state or local representatives, most others, is that we have between these two gentlemen here, full-time representation of our interests in Israel. So these are my colleagues and my counterparts that work only for whatever I can challenge them with relating B2B relationships between Israeli startups in digital health and the St. Louis ecosystem. Yoav, next slide. You have it? Yoav, you have the next
we
slide?
actually do not. We
Okay.
actually do not. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'll do that in the breakout system. But the uniqueness of St. Louis, and that's not very much known, is that we have a huge insurance company, medical insurance company in St. Louis, two first-rated universities, one of them Washington University with one of the best medical schools in the United States. We have a very big medical center. We have a very big HMO, so that between all our ecosystem partners, we can generate certainly more revenue than other cities such as Boston and others. So, and again, this is only B2B. We've been doing this for the last 6-7 years. We have an annual summit where we introduce the companies, but we keep our loyalty to them throughout the rest of the time. We've already have 40 alumni that can testify for us. More on the breakout. Thank you, Yoav.
Uli, thank you so much. That was perfect. Eyal.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Perfect. So my name is Eyal Marcus, and wait, my slide. Yeah. So my name is Eyal Marcus, and I am the co-CEO of Splash, a digital marketing agency, and I am going to speak about you more than us. But these are our core beliefs and the principles that we work on. When we work on global digital marketing projects, whether it's B2B or B2C. So first of all, let's talk about what you need to deliver. We believe in content, in value, in providing value. That's why I've written content, and content. We also emphasize the creative part, because it doesn't matter if you're B2B or B2C. It doesn't matter if you're marketing to China, St. Louis, or to Bnei Brak. You need to differentiate yourself, and competition is brutal in Israel, globally, everywhere. So you need to stand out. And let's talk about where. So our first, let's say, platform that we work on is Google. And that's our first tier, and that's our pull strategy. What's a pull strategy? Is intent. So when somebody searches on Google, and again, it doesn't matter if they're in St. Louis or if they're in Bnei Brak, they want to find something, and we want to make sure that they find you or our clients there. That's why I've written search engine optimization or search engine marketing, which means advertising. We believe in newsletters, very old school, but we believe in the right way to reach our target audiences. LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Again, B2B, B2C, TikTok if it's younger generations, YouTube if videos, etc. And then the next tier is media platforms. And again, that allows us to reach the whole world and create a global strategy. And our biggest foe, I'm just finishing you off. Our biggest foe is this, as you can see on the screen, is the endless or the infinite scrolling that each one of us does. And it doesn't matter if the CEO of a huge B2B company or if it's like a teenager in St. Louis, we all do the same thing. And that's our foe. That's what we need to conquer and make thought stoppers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eyal. Sam.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Sam Cronin. I lead the healthcare work of the UK Israel Tech Hub. The UK Israel Tech Hub is an initiative we work with the with the largest corporations in the UK to help identify and solve their innovation needs by and partnering with Israeli solutions. We work with companies like GSK, Walgreens Boots Alliance, the UK's National Health Service. Over the years, over about 9 years, we've built 200 concrete partnerships between Israeli startups and British multinationals. Personally, my background is in healthcare and life science research. So this means that you can speak to me about science or business, either one, and I'm going to get you. And because we are an organization a little bit similar to HealthIL, and we're focusing on a needs-based approach from the healthcare industry before finding solutions in Israel, this means that I don't ever try to convince you to go to the UK. Everything we do is pre-validated. There will always need to be an interested British partner on the UK side. As some other organizations have covered today, we don't charge for our work. The reason for that is because technically we are focused on the needs of of the multinational corporations rather than the needs of the startups. Though of course we do seek to benefit everybody. We do clinical design, strategic commercial partnerships, whatever it is that our UK partner is looking for. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm going to drop something in the chat right now of an initiative we're currently running. A bunch of British organizations, hospitals, clinical research bodies are looking for partnerships with Israeli startups. And come to the breakout session and learn more. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Sam. That was wonderful. I'd like to invite up Sal.
Hey everybody, how are you doing? We're very happy to be here and to be speaking with everybody. So in Abu Dhabi, we are the government. We are the government agency that promotes investment into the Emirate. So we help companies that are either growing in Abu Dhabi or expanding to Abu Dhabi. And what the investment office does, we promote Abu Dhabi as an investment destination. We attract companies with financial and non-financial incentives. On the financial side, we provide rebates of up to 75% to companies on key cost centers, such as high-skilled payroll and high-tech CapEx. And we facilitate the companies to be successful in Abu Dhabi by connecting them with the broader ecosystem, including the Department of Health and the operators within the Emirate. Why Abu Dhabi more generally is a great place for health companies. We have a strategic location within a few hours of 80% of the world's population. We attract over 40,000 international patients. To our world-class offering, we now have many of the world's leading health facilities, such as Cleveland Clinic and Imperial College London, as well as Mayo Clinic. We have a really flexible government that is able to look at regulations and really provide exemptions where needed to companies. And we're really here as a government to listen to the private sector, see what's needed, and then to be able to help companies to come and to grow in Abu Dhabi. So we're happy to speak with anybody about the opportunities and take it forward as you wish. Thank you.
Sal, thank you so much. I'm sure everyone is excited to have you guys join us. I would like to next invite up Chris. Chris, can you hear us? Are you with us?
Chris is definitely with us.
Can you hear me?
Oh, okay.
Hi.
There you go. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning from Vienna. Thanks a lot for the invitation. I am the CEO of I2A, an international premier digital health and medtech venture builder for startups and scale-ups seeking market access to the European market. So what may differentiate us a little bit is that we are doing that hands-on. So we are becoming a part of your team and help you to achieve market access. Now, when I have in mind the founders, which we are talking to, that typically you have a priority in looking for market access and partnerships. You are looking for funding. You're looking for specific resources. Marketing and mentorship may be in different priorities. And taking this, we are concentrating on firstly on the MDD and MDR clearance, everything what is necessary for your regulatory affairs to get about the possibility to access the market in Europe. Vienna is a very good possibility for that because it has a huge life science hub here, and we have the possibility to have a very homogeneous market here. When you can take this as a test market, then you can access this. Then you can access that to the rest of Europe. I think the most important things what you will get is not only these results in regulatory affairs and pilots. You get better confidence from your local investors, and not to forget, we know the shortcuts on the way to the EU market. Thanks. See you later.
Thank you so much. Brigitte, you're next.
Yes, thank you, Joaf. Again, a very warm welcome from Vienna, from my side. I'm here representing ABA, that is the Inward Investment Promotion Agency of the Austrian government, of the Austrian Ministry of Digital and Economic Affairs. And I want to actually put what Chris just said a little bit in the broader macroeconomic context. What is it that scaling up from Austria for Europe actually means, and what is offered to Israeli startups in the business and startup location Austria? Chris is just one example of a nice accelerator initiative. Austria, lying in the heart of Europe, is actually the central hub for conquering the EU market. Austria has a very strong life science sector, many big corporates present, manufacturing, pharmaceutical production, but also in the area of medtech, we have very strong players. And at the same time, we have a lively life science startup ecosystem, actually. Austria, due to its strategic position between East and West, North and South, is an ideal hub for you in the European Union. And actually, when you look at it also from the perspective of what kind of talent is available, here I think Austria offers you the advantage that Vienna is the largest international student city by now. So you get talent from all over Europe at a very high quality of life, and at the same time also at moderate costs of living. Vienna, by far the largest Austrian city. The city of Vienna here actually also offers incoming programs, soft landing programs for international startups. The city of Vienna has also set up the Health Hub Vienna, which, for example, is a good example for a program, an acceleration program for international life science startups. Also,
Brigitte, last line.
Okay,
and then we need to keep
last
going.
line is use our service. I invest in Austria.at is where you find all the information, and I look forward to speaking with you in the breakout session.
Fantastic. Tammy?
Hi. Hopefully you can hear me.
Yep.
So I'm so happy to join this impressive group of organizations. Thanks for the opportunity. The California-Israel Chamber of Commerce is a not-for-profit industry-supported organization dedicated to promoting and strengthening the technology and trade relations between the business communities of California and Israel. Our network consists of over 10,000 entrepreneurs, companies, business executives, investors, and service providers, both in Israel and California. We're mainly based in San Francisco and Silicon Valley, but we have ties all over California. We provide a networking platform for all types of joint ventures, create opportunities to collaborate, to do business, to learn from each other. Normally, we hold networking events, personalized introductions, and all type of delegations going back and forth between California and Israel. We have roundtables and joint programs. Right now, during COVID, while that's not allowed, we still have many online activities such as webinars, pitch sessions. We moved our roadshows online. Actually, we're having virtual roadshows in December and in January. We're holding investor pitch sessions, which we already had a few very successful ones. So Israeli startups are more than invited to participate and to connect with us. We have many partners in Silicon Valley, hospitals, academic institutions, large companies such as the global giants, Salesforce, Hyundai Mobis, many more in all vectors. So anyone looking for those types of connections, please either follow us on social media or register for our newsletter, just ping me, join the sessions coming up soon. What we usually operate through vector committees. We have advisory boards with industry experts that act as advisors. Since we're a very lean organization, and I run the Israeli operation, and Sharon runs the California operation, and the CICC from San Francisco, and we can't be experts in every and all of these vectors, such as healthcare, cybersecurity, smart mobility, ag tech, which we operate in. So these industry experts.
Tammy,
yeah,
sorry, just one last line.
Okay,
one last
so
line,
the industry experts that are in the committees, they provide us with the expertise that we need. They hold office hours and meet with our companies, and they mentor our companies. We are a membership organization, and I'll be happy to provide any other details to anyone who is interested. And thanks again.
Thank you so much. Charm, we'd love to hear from you now.
Hi, Yoav. First of all, thanks for putting me right after Tammy, because we, the German Chamber of Commerce, do exactly the same like they do, just replace California with Germany. So we are also a nonprofit organization. We also host delegations. I even would say that we are leading the number of delegations we are hosting per year, at least for the European market. I don't know so much about the States. We offer technology scouting services for digital roadshow. So Tammy actually said it all. Maybe I can use the last minute and a half to tell you what makes us maybe a bit different, which is that we are one of the very few organizations in this in bilateral landscapes at all, which is actually living both cultures. We are all Germans who moved to Israel. So we are really half Germans, half Israelis. And I think this is very helpful because we are also helping to overcome some little cultural bridges, which we still may find sometimes. We are not looking at certain verticals or industries. We're trying to cover it all. And we are trying to maximize the amount of German-Israeli exchange, sometimes also a little bit Austria. So I've put my details. I'll be more than happy to talk to each and one of you, and let's see how many things we can do together. Thank you very much, Yoav.
Thank you so much. And last but not least is Hayo.
Yoav, my name is Hayo Cohen. I am the CEO of the Israel Tech Hub Brazil. We are a private entity in Brazil, founded to easier and bridge the Israeli tech to Brazilian market. As you know, Brazil is a huge market, but extremely bureaucratic, and sometimes the compliance is not easy. Also, the mindset is very different from yours. So we are here to help. We deal in different tech verticals, and lately we have built very nice relation with some of the largest hospitals and pharmaco in Brazil, and we will be glad to cooperate under success results with all startups in health in Israel. I am available in the breakout session and on the private contacts that are shown here. Thank you, Yoav. Fantastic.
Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go back and share the screen, and I'll share with you exactly what we're going to do now, because now it becomes fun. First of all, everyone that we heard from right now and more, we're next week going to launch kind of an interactive portal to meet and be able to communicate over our website. You'll get emails about that next week. So now we're going to move on to the B2B. This is how it's going to work, so please pay attention. All of the presenters you hear are going to have their own separate virtual room. Each room is named according to the actual organization. We at HealthIL, the presenters, we're going to allocate you to those rooms automatically in a bit. You don't have to do anything. Everyone else, you are welcome to visit whoever you want. We will do an initial allocation at random, and from there, you can actually manage who you want to visit on your own. It works like this. You will see at the bottom of your screen, maybe you have to click on the 3 dots that say more. You'll see a tiny little thing of 4 boxes that says breakout rooms. Click on that. After you click on that, you'll be able to see the different types of organizations, pick the organization you want, and do join. This is how you move from room to room. Now, before we do this, I want everyone again to change their name. So it's the first name dash company. This is so that everyone knows where everyone else is coming from. Take 2 seconds to do this if you haven't done this already. So before we break out, I just want to highlight some rules about this. This is not a pitch session. This is a dialogue. This is an opportunity for you to get to know who these organizations are and how they help. So introduce yourself, state briefly what you do, and I recommend asking them questions. What's the best way to engage with you? What opportunities do you see for startups, for healthcare organizations, for whatever? Keep in mind, you'll be joining into an ongoing dialogue. Imagine that you're going to visit the friend of a friend, right? Where you only know a few amount of people, but not everyone. So be polite, be respectful. I highly recommend that you exchange your contact info within the chat, right? That's available for you. But be honest, explain what you're looking for, tell about yourself, listen to the others, and make sure to put your hard pitch deck aside. That's not the point of this. So if anyone has technical difficulties, back in this main room, we will be here and we can help you out. So last point for you, this is open. Stay as long as you want. We've allocated many hours for this. You don't have to stick around, but I highly recommend you visit at least 3, 4, 5 organizations. Everyone here is to help you, very unique and special people. And that's about it. We're gonna allocate everyone, participants. You can, after the initial allocation, move around as you wish.